Hello everyone, welcome to Basic Grammar Session, Part 9, Active Voice and Passive Voice. செய்வினை, செய்யப்பாட்டு வினை. Verbs play the most important part in active and passive voice. So, before entering into the topic, you have to know about the verbs, especially transitive and intransitive verbs. What is a transitive verb? A transitive verb is a verb that expresses an action which passes from a doer to a receiver. For example, Ram killed Ravan. Here, the action passes from doer to a receiver. Who is the doer here? Ram. Who is the receiver? Ravan. So, the action, that is killing, is carried over from Ram to Ravan here. So, the verb is transitive in the sentence. What is an intransitive verb? It is a verb that has no receiver of its action at all. For example, the bus moved down the street. So, changing a sentence from active to passive is possible only when the verb is transitive in the given sentence. Now, let's get into the topic, active and passive voice. When the subject of a verb is the doer of an action, the verb is said to be in the active voice. The subject performs the action and the subject is the doer or performer of an action. For example, the professor teaches the students. The sentence pattern for this type is SVO. ஒரு வாக்கியம் எழுவாய், செயப்படுபொருள், பயனிலை என்ற வரிசையிலேயே அமையும். For example, கலா பாடத்தை படித்தாள். இது செய்வினை வாக்கியத்திற்கான ஒரு உதாரணம். பாடம் கலாவால் படிக்கப்பட்டது. இது செயப்பாட்டு வினை வாக்கியத்திற்கான ஒரு உதாரணம். Passive voice. The subject is acted upon by the verb. A verb is in the passive voice when it tells us about what is done to a person or thing. The subject is the receiver of the action in passive form. Here the sentence pattern is O plus V plus S. For example, the students are taught by the professor. There are specific rules which should be followed while changing the verbs from active to passive form. First one, the object of the verb in active voice becomes the subject in passive voice. Look at this example. He is driving a car. This is active voice statement. When it turns into passive form, a car is being driven by him. So, car in the active voice becomes the subject here. Object becomes subject. He is driving a car. A car is being driven by him. Second one, only past participle form of the verbs, that is V3, is used as main verb in the passive form. Next rule, the preposition by is used as a special agent in all passive forms. It is placed before the object in passive voice sentences. Fourth one, if the subject or object in a sentence in the given active voice is a pronoun, it changes its form. For example, I becomes me, we becomes us, he, him, she, her, they, them, and you and it remains the same as you and it itself in the passive voice also. Next rule, appropriate changes to be done in the verb forms. Like formulas, we have to follow the rules while changing the verbs from active to passive. This is the most important part in the conversion of sentences from active to passive. There are 12 tense forms in English grammar. Let's see one by one how it changes when it converted into active to passive. First one, simple present tense. So, what is the format in active voice? Do or does plus V1. This will change into is or are plus V3 plus by plus object. For example, Nishant draws a picture. So here the verb is given in active form because subject is the doer of the action. So the same sentence, if we want to convert this into passive form, this becomes a picture is drawn by Nishant. Next, present continuous tense. The format in active voice is or are plus verb plus ing. This will change into is or are plus being plus V3 plus by plus object. Nishant is drawing a picture. So the answer is a picture is being drawn by Nishant. Next, present perfect tense. The format for present perfect tense in active form is has or have plus V3. So this will become has or have plus been plus V3 plus by plus object in passive voice. Nishant has drawn a picture. A picture has been drawn by Nishant. And fourth, present perfect continuous tense. There is no passive form for this present perfect continuous tense in English grammar. Next, we will go to past tense, simple past. The format for this simple past is did plus verb. In the active form, this changes into was or were plus V3 plus by plus object. Nishant drew a picture. A picture was drawn by Nishant. Past continuous tense. The format for past continuous tense is was or were plus verb plus ing in the active form. When it changes into passive, this becomes was or were plus being plus V3 plus by plus object. Nishant was drawing a picture. A picture was being drawn by Nishant. Next, past perfect tense. Here the format is had plus V3 in active form, and this becomes in passive as had plus being plus V3 plus by plus object. Nishant had drawn a picture. A picture had been drawn by Nishant. And there is no passive form for past perfect continuous tense in English grammar. Next, we will move on to future tense, simple future. The format for simple future in active form is will or shall plus V1. This changes into will or shall plus B plus V3 plus by plus object. Nishant will draw a picture. A picture will be drawn by Nishant. Next, future continuous tense. For this also there is no passive form. Future perfect tense. Here the format is will or shall plus have plus V3. This changes into will or shall plus have plus being plus V3 plus by plus object. Nishant will have drawn a picture. A picture will have been drawn by Nishant. And the last, future perfect continuous tense. For this also there is no passive form. Next, sixth general rule. Imperative sentences in passive form begin with the word let, and auxiliary verb be should be used along with the past participle form of the verbs. For example, finish the task. Let the task be finished. Bring the box. Let the box be brought. So, this type of imperative sentences should begin with let, and it should be carried over by be plus past participle of the verb. Next rule, modal verbs also take changes while converting the sentences from active to passive. For example, can, must, may, might, should, ought to. All these modal verbs will take the same modal verbs plus be plus V3 of the verb plus by plus object. For example, he can drive a car. So this sentence, this becomes in passive as follows. A car can be driven by him. And next, If a sentence has the modal verb plus have, for example, he might have killed the snake. So this we can say as an example for past modal verbs. He might have killed the snake. And this becomes the snake might have been killed by him. So subject plus might plus have plus been plus V3 plus by plus object. So by using the same rules, we can change the verbs from passive to active also. For example, the snake was killed by me. Here the verb is given in passive form. So when we write this in active form, so this becomes I killed the snake. Interrogative sentences also can be given in passive form. For example, can you bring a letter? So this becomes could a letter be brought by you? So on the whole, we use sentences in active and passive form. In active voice, the subject performs the action. In passive voice, the subject receives the action. I hope this topic adds new understanding to your growing English knowledge. Thank you. Happy learning.